I remember the first time I truly left my comfort zone. It was a moment that would forever change my perspective on life and the world around me, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. It was a journey that challenged every aspect of my being. It was a solo trip to a country where I knew no one, spoke none of the language, and had no itinerary. The uncertainty was both daunting and thrilling. I was terrified and exhilarated all at once. The fear of the unknown was palpable, but so was the excitement of new possibilities. Travel, I quickly learned, has this incredible power to strip away all that is familiar. It forces you to confront your deepest fears and insecurities. It leaves you raw, vulnerable, and open to experiences that can change you in profound ways. Every new encounter, every unfamiliar sight becomes a lesson in humility and growth. It's in these moments when we are outside our comfort zones that we truly discover who we are. We learn to rely on our instincts and embrace our true selves. We shed our preconceived notions, our fears, and our self-imposed limitations. We begin to see the world through a different lens, one that is more open and accepting. We become citizens of the world, eager to learn, to connect, and to embrace the unknown. Each interaction with locals becomes a bridge to understanding and empathy. And in doing so, we embark on a journey of self-discovery that is both exhilarating and deeply rewarding. The open road calls to us, inviting us to explore, to grow, and to become the best versions of ourselves. Before we start, may I welcome you back, my dear pupils of the Agora and Agoj channel. There's something truly liberating about navigating a new city armed with nothing but a hand-drawn map and a thirst for adventure. Each street corner holds a new mystery, each alleyway a potential discovery. It's in those moments when we surrender to the unknown that the magic of travel unfolds. We find ourselves immersed in the rhythm of a place, feeling its heartbeat. Suddenly the world becomes a classroom, and every interaction a lesson. We engage with locals, learn their stories, and share our own. We learn to navigate cultural differences, to communicate without words, and to find beauty in the unexpected. Every smile, gesture, and shared moment becomes a bridge between worlds. We realize that our way is not the only way, and that diversity in all its forms is what makes life so rich and beautiful. The colors, sounds, and flavors of different cultures enrich our senses. We begin to see the world through new eyes, with a sense of wonder and appreciation that we never knew we possessed. Our perspectives broaden, and we carry these experiences with us, forever changed. One of the most beautiful things I've discovered through my travels is the universality of the human experience. Despite our differences in language, culture, and tradition, at our core, we all share the same basic human desires. We long for connection, for love, for belonging. We crave adventure, meaning, and a sense of purpose. And it's in these shared human experiences that we find common ground, building bridges of understanding and empathy that transcend borders and belief systems. I've shared meals with nomadic families in the Sahara Desert, danced with strangers in the streets of Buenos Aires, and found solace in the smiles of children in the slums of Mumbai. There's a certain vulnerability that comes with not speaking the language, with being utterly reliant on the kindness of strangers. It's a humbling experience, one that strips away the layers of self-sufficiency we often cloak ourselves in. It's in those moments of lost in translation that we are forced to connect on a deeper level, to find common ground in the simplest of ways. We learn to communicate through gestures, expressions, and the universal language of human kindness. A smile, a nod, a helping hand, these become our words. I'll never forget the time I got hopelessly lost in the labyrinthine streets of Marrakesh. The city, with its winding alleys and bustling markets, felt like a never-ending maze. I was alone, overwhelmed, and starting to panic. The unfamiliar sounds, the foreign signs, everything seemed to close in on me. Just when I thought all hope was lost, an elderly woman appeared. Her presence was like a beacon of light in the chaos. Her face, etched with wisdom and kindness, radiated a warmth that immediately put me at ease. She took me by the hand and led me through a maze of bustling souks to my destination. Her grip was firm yet gentle, guiding me with a sense of purpose. We didn't speak a word of each other's language, yet in that moment we shared a connection that transcended words. It was as if our souls were communicating in a language all their own. That experience taught me that sometimes the most profound connections are made in silence. They are felt in the heart, not spoken by the tongue. It was a powerful reminder that even in our most vulnerable moments, human kindness has the power to light our way. It bridges gaps, breaks down barriers, and brings us closer together. In a world that often feels divided, these moments of connection remind us of our shared humanity. They show us that no matter where we come from, kindness is a language we all understand. From the ancient rituals of Balinese healers to the vibrant street art of Sao Paulo, the world is a tapestry of traditions, each one a thread in the rich fabric of human experience. Traveling allows us to witness these traditions firsthand, to learn about their origins, their significance, and the ways in which they continue to shape the lives of people around the world. It's a humbling experience to realize that our own way of life is just one of many, and that each culture has something unique and valuable to offer. As we immerse ourselves in different cultures, we begin to see the world through new eyes. We develop a deeper understanding of history, politics, and the interconnectedness of our global community. We begin to question our own assumptions, to challenge our own biases, and to embrace the beauty of diversity in all its forms. We realize that the world is not black and white, but rather a spectrum of infinite shades and hues. Perhaps the most profound transformation that occurs through travel is the journey back to ourselves. As we shed our layers of conditioning, our fears, and our limiting beliefs, we come face to face with our true selves. We discover strengths we never knew we possessed, passions we had forgotten, and a sense of purpose that had been lying dormant within us. We return home changed, not just by the places we've seen and the people we've met, but by the journey we've taken within ourselves. So, pack your bags, book that ticket, and step outside your comfort zone. The world is waiting to be explored, and within its embrace, you might just discover the most extraordinary version of yourself. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep embracing the unknown. For it is in these moments of discovery that we truly come alive. Go and see the world, my dear pupils.